Ready? Start. Mr. Chairman, sir, the address has been directionless, meaningless, and uninspiring. It does not reflect the government's policy. I have brought the manifesto of the Congress Party. I had said that a manifesto expresses the objectives of a political party and its policies with regard to various issues. I would not go into the details of the manifesto. This party had made some poll promises. Promises were made to achieve something within 100 days, something else within 365 days, and yet another thing within 1000 days. I do not know if this government will have a term of 1000 days or 735 days. One of the promises made was to bring down prices to the levels existing in July 1990 within 365 days of coming into power. Stop. Funds were proposed to be given to every village under the Jahar Rojgar Yojana and employment to 1000 million man days was guaranteed in rural areas, and it was also stated that 10 million new jobs will be provided every year. Para. All this is in the manifesto. It was also said that 10 lakh tube wells would be installed every year for irrigation, 10 lakh dwelling units would be constructed for the backward classes, etc., and a human rights commission would be constituted. There are many such examples, but there is not much time to go into all of them. These are the main points which I want to discuss. Para. The Congress Party said that these proposals were to be taken up over a period of 5 years, but I am taking those items which were to be fulfilled within 1 year. Para. I am trying to highlight how the party is misleading the public. They think that anything can be made to sound authentic if the Honorable President or the Honorable Prime Minister says it in public or over radio and television. Para 9, which is about the new industrial policy, says at the outset that the policy has begun to show significant results. I would like to ask the Honorable Minister whether it is not a fact that there has been a fall in tax collection and the new industrial policy has resulted in low industrial and agricultural production and exports. These are the results of the new industrial policy. If things are on the negative side, then where has the policy succeeded? Para. Today, the masses are just not interested in listening to flowery speeches of the Honorable President and announcements made over radio and television and discussions on the economic policy. What it wants is essential commodities at cheaper rates and a check on the price rise. The public evaluates a government by the latter's ability to control prices. If it is able to contain the prices, it is a successful government. But if it fails to do so, it is a useless government. This is the politics of the land. Sri Manmohan Singh may say that the has been able to bring down price levels from 16% to 12%. I have with me the details of current prices of essential commodities and would like to read them out in the house. These rates were quoted this morning. The government says that the prices of essential commodities have risen only by 12%, but the government itself has raised the prices of several commodities by 15 to 20%. For example, wheat available at fair price shops is now priced at rupees 296 against the earlier price of rupees 214. Price of rice available these days has risen from rupees 393 to rupees 486, and price of sugar has been increased from rupees 615 to rupees 696 per quintal. In the open market, price of flour has increased from rupees 4 to rupees 6 per kilo. Arhar dal from rupees 11 to rupees 15 per kilo, and Banaspati ghee from rupees 33 to rupees 38 per kilo, and bathing soap from rupees 4 to rupees 5.50. Multinationals like Colgate have increased the price of the 50-gram toothpaste tube from rupees 4 to rupees 7, and the 100-gram toothpaste tube from rupees 7 to rupees 12. The government has given a free hand to the multinational companies in India. The price per kilo of black gram has increased from rupees 6 to rupees 10. Kabuli chana from rupees 7 to rupees 10. Rice from rupees 5 to rupees 9. These are today's listed prices. Para. Whatever the government may claim here, the fact is that the public is distressed over the rise in prices. Their anger is not incorrect. I can show you why.